Hi everybody, wanted to take just a few minutes here to show you just how simple it is to install the Elmco Vari-Pitch transposer. This is the unit itself. This is the control unit for it. So we're going to start out and we're going to demonstrate how to install this in the back of an A100 Hammond organ, mainly because this is very easy to shoot video of this because the little panel back here is so easy to get to. So the first thing you're going to want to do is identify the motor leads that go to the run motor, and that consists of two pair of wires that are a little hidden. So I'm going to go ahead and unhook those, and I can show them to you a little better. So I like to use just the old-fashioned big soldering gun because it produces a lot of heat, and since these are pretty large terminals, they take the heat away from the soldering iron quite a bit. So here's the first pair. As you can see, it's a black and a red, which most of these organs, of course, are pretty old, so it's a faded red. But this is what you're looking for right here, is this pair of wires. And they will stay a pair. And this one I took off the very last terminal to the right. It has a number of blue wires and a yellow wire in this particular organ, and that could vary. And then I'm going to skip over here to the fourth terminal from right to left, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'll give that just a second to get hot. Okay, so there we are with the same thing again. As you can see, the two pair, and we just leave those in pair. Now, we're not going to try to put the reds together and the blacks together or anything like that. So now, before we make the connection to the transposer unit, we're just going to take the gray wire from the Elmco Vari-Pitch transpose unit. We're going to feed that right in here. We're going to hook it up to the same terminal that was being used for one of those pairs of the run motor. So we're just going to put that there, and I'm not going to go ahead and apply the solder and everything, but you would just solder that right back into place. And then the same thing with the blue. Just take that back over here to this very last terminal strip. We're going to solder that right onto there, right back in the same hole. Okay, now, make sure my video is recording. What we're just going to do very simply here is take one of the red wires coming out of the Vari-Pitch unit and hook it right up to that same pair that we took loose, which once again is one side of the run motor. We're just going to put a little wire nut on that. And then the same thing with the other red wire. Put that right on there. And so like I say, no point in me soldering these up right now because I'm just going to put this organ back the way it was. And then as far as mounting this in an A100, you can simply just go right up underneath here, and maybe have to take out one of the generator tie down bolts because A100 is pretty tight, but there is room to do this. So see, I've got it in there and got it sitting right on top of the speaker. Now in the back of a C3 or B3 or B2 or C2, this unit will sit right over here, and you can see that in one of the other pictures on the website. This has a bypass switch. So if for any reason this unit fails, you can reach inside the organ and flip the bypass switch, and that's going to put all the wiring back the way it was so you can continue to play the organ. Actually, we have never had one of these units come back. The design we have now is better than ever. So I don't think you'll have any trouble, but that is something I wanted to put on the organ just in case there is a problem. We don't want anybody to miss being able to play the instrument. So we will carry on in another video and show you how to mount this switch on the cheek block of the organ.